I want to tell you a story of a young woman in particular that you probably have never heard of. Her name is Mary Ann. She was born on the remote island of Lewis in Scotland. This is a place of hard, scrapping life, high winds. It was 1930. She was 18 years old, and she got on a boat to come to Ellis Island in 1930 on May 2nd. Today is the anniversary. She arrived here 11 days later. She was bound for Ellis Island and the United States of America. I want to show you a picture. It's a painting that I did, and then I ran out of time and talent, and so I asked a good friend of mine to help me, Mike Malm, who is an amazing portrait artist. This is how I envisioned her coming into the United States. She came here, she wasn't chasing fame, she wasn't chasing riches or power. She came just for the opportunity. Her sister was already here and found a job. And so she decided to come. She stood in this room and wrote her name down, Mary Ann McLeod. And next to it, what's your job? Domestic. She and her sister were maids. She came to America knowing that she would serve and clean the houses and the toilets of the wealthy families here in New York, and she roomed with her sister together. And they lived and worked hard through the worst days of the Depression, and she persevered. She's here for 6 years, and she meets a man. She marries him. His name is Fred. He was the son of German immigrants. In 1942, she became a citizen, and Mary and Fred would end up having 5 children, 2 daughters and 3 sons. And one of those sons, they named him Donald. Her son would become a real estate tycoon. Her son would change that skyline. That's the skyline that she saw. Look out that window and look at that skyline. Her son, a woman who came here as a maid, the lowest of jobs, would raise a son who would become a real estate mogul and the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America. Scotland, give us your wretched refuse. Send them to us. See what the people you deem not worthy. See what happens to them here in America. I am telling you, there is no other country in the world on God's green earth where a woman can come here like that, and in one generation, her son leads the entire world. Where else could that happen? People came here and they thought the streets were paved with gold. Some of them did. They really thought it was. Can you imagine how disappointed they were when they walked down the streets of New York smelling like horse crap? Just clean it up. I know there's gold under there somewhere. It was the golden door that Emma Lazarus talked about. Meaning, A, there is a door. Use it. B, it's a golden door. It should be protected. It should be noticed. It should be revered. It should be guarded. But it should always remain open for those that have the fire to one day be an American and change the world. That door and America's streets paved with something far more valuable than gold. Freedom. freedom and opportunity, freedom to become who you were meant to be, not who others told you you must be, freedom to try, freedom to fail, freedom to get back up, dust yourself off, and start swinging again. In America, no matter what anyone is trying to tell you, I testify in front of you. In America, freedom and opportunity still exist. The blessings of liberty are still alive. They haven't yet seen their best days. If you dream it in this country, you can achieve it. My family came from Germany. We just found an ancestor from 1540. I knew for the last 5 generations in my family, in the Beck family, they were all bakers. Everyone worked behind an oven door, baking bread, feeding people. 1540, I just found one of my distant relatives, one of my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfathers in Germany. He was the Bakermeister. Oh yeah, you want some bread, you gotta come through us, you hear what I'm saying? My father one day, when I lived in Connecticut, I had a flagpole and a nice house. And I couldn't find my father, and in the morning, and I'm looking all over the house for him, and I look out the window and it's raining, and he's standing next to the flagpole, and he's looking at my house. And I went out and I said, "Dad, are you okay?" He said, "I can't believe my son lives in a house like this. I can't believe my son in this country could succeed." We were always bakers. I was the first one to go to university in my family, and I went for 1 semester because that's all I could afford. That's probably the biggest blessing he ever hit me. The blessings of America are alive and well. If you can dream it, you can achieve it, and that's the key. You gotta try. Get up every morning and swing for the fences. It's the part that people fail to understand, that I think they understood it in the past. Because the American dream is not of success. It is not of money, and it is certainly not guaranteed. It never was. The American dream is just the freedom to strive. And Ellis Island stands today as a reminder of who we were. And tonight, should you choose, and what is still possible, and who our children will be tomorrow.
'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.